So today we've got another Evo, the defensive growth. We've finally got one that isn't attacking, just to get a bit more defense on there. If you need coins in FC25, lootbar.gg has you covered. They are the cheapest trading platform on the game, 8 to 10% cheaper than any others, 8% off if you use the code JT11 at the end at checkout, plus you get 5% extra on coins, with the fastest delivery system going, used by many FC25 creators such as Zorky, Manny Plus, and even pro owners. So if you need any coins, head over to lootbar.gg, make sure JT11's in the promo code, and hopefully you enjoy. It's going to take a 74 rated all the way to 87. So we've got turn your favorite centre back into an unstoppable defender in this Evo. We've created attribute boosts and a new playstyle plus the stopper plus role and a little bit more. So it's 74 on the max overall. So any of your silvers that you've got going on, this is going to be the time to put them in. We have got the 79 max on the pace. Okay, then we've obviously got centre back being a position, number of role plus max 1, same with the playstyle plus, and 7 playstyles being on there. We are going to get play 2 matches, win 1, play 2, 1 clean sheet and 2. So we're looking at 6 matches in total, and by the looks of it, we are going to get the intercept plus. We also get the anticipate as normal, and we also get the block and aerial. So it's going to be pace, physical, passing, balance, defending, physical, agility, composure going up to 85 at a minimum. That's really good. Decent pace again, and also a little bit of the reactions also. So a solid work. So if we was just to go and pluck one out of thin air, let's have a look at Holding. He's going to go up to the 87. In fact, what did we have before? We had 47 pace, 75, 69, 67, 87, 86. So if we have a look, have we got anybody? 72 would go up to 82, which is the max that it can go up to. So we'd be looking at 82 pace, 87, 86. A solid upgrade. It's going to definitely take having a look at the in-games to really see what you could go with. And to be honest, I don't know if there is any actual playstyle pluses on a silver in this one. If you are looking at someone like Hoodlin, you have got 6'9" Isaac Toure. Just, I know full well from last year, him being a striker, he can go up to 82 pace, 87, 86 with the in-game, having a bit more composure, reactions. Again, solid for what you're going to get at a 6'9" centre-back. Obviously, that works really well for a striker. Whether you'd want that for a centre-back, I don't know. But that's always just an extra little bit of trivia. I actually do know about silvers, because I can tell you I don't normally know much about them. If we have a look then, what do we got? 87. So by the looks of it, the overall is going to go up a solid amount. So if we hopefully have got this in foot bin already, fantastic. So we're going to get the maximum of a 20 overall. So the minimum they can be is going to be 67. 67 is the lowest he can be, with being then obviously the full upgrade to an 87. Doesn't mean that you have to choose it. You can go for a bronze if you really want. So for instance, I normally go with these in kind of going for the centre-back of my team, or the centre-back playing person in my team. So if I was to go for someone from Man U, that isn't Man U. If we can go for club, and let's try that again without choosing the other one, we are going to see 2. We can get a bit of Johnny Evans. Let's have a look at him then. 87 with this. I mean, it's not going to go too much. Where on earth? I can't even click him. So if I go here, and it should be at the bottom, we're going to get the intercept plus, 53 on the pace at an 87. Love it. Good defensive and physicality like most of them are going to get. So that's a start. It's most definitely a start that you can make with quite a few of these. I doubt we've got any popular as of yet. So you have got also players that can play centre-back. So someone like Nathaniel Klein. I would say if you can go with the intercept, for me, normally that's been a really good CDM position. So if there is a solid CDM that can go into this, it might be worth a look in at a minimum. So there has been loads of upgrades that they can go into. If we was to have a look at the fullback sort of role with Klein, we're going to get the 82 pace, obviously, 75, 70, 83 on the composure, good defensive, great physicality with that 99 and 93. Passing could do with some work, which is fine. You could even just go straight out with the anchor, 86, 92, 91. It's a great start to take him from 74 all the way up. He may not be the best option you've got in your team, but in terms of an upgrade, it's not the worst. It most definitely isn't. So I want to see, is there any CDMs in this position straight away? Because they would be really good to have in that intercept. We'd obviously want to choose somebody with a little bit of pace at the minimum. It's kind of one of them. So who would we go with? So the max is, what was the max? It goes up to 82 as a max. So how much, in fact, how much are we looking at? So it goes 82 max and it gives a plus 20. So we're looking at 62 or above. It is kind of where you're going to get the best results. Then obviously everything else is just going to be what it is. If you can obviously find the composure at 75 at a minimum, it's going to be a bit more difficult because obviously there's going to be a lot of players that don't quite have that. So if we go again, so 62 is what we're looking at for the pace. We've obviously got a fair few that can be the options. Like, I'm not going to know every single minor league or kind of intricate player that would go into this, but in terms of kind of looking at your prems, looking at stuff like that, my watch is having an absolute field day. We're looking at 73. So what we got? We got 87 defensive growth. 72 could play the centre-back, obviously. 82, 87, 86. 82 on the composure. If you was to go engine with him, a little bit more on the passing, bit more agility balance as well. Then in the future, potentially another upgrade. Could not a bad player. The 2-star skills is what it is. But, I mean, obviously a lot of people are just going to go straight out with the anchor because it's going to make him a better defensive threat, obviously. You don't need as much ability there. But he's 6'3". Could go into that role as a 92 overall centre-back. It's going to be worth a looking at a minimum. So this one for me is kind of one of them ones that there isn't necessarily a standout choice in my opinion, because even as a silver, realistically, when you look at centre-backs, you got to think, are they overtaking Virgil? Are they taking Saliba? Any of the icon centre-backs? Anybody that you've already upgraded as well? Probably not. But it's a great point again with the Evos taking a silver and making them into something that they might not get an upgrade with. We could see Johnny Evans potentially could get a card. There is also a big potential he probably won't. So there is most definitely a lot that you can go with here that just isn't going to get anything. Even if you're going for like a Connor Cody. He might not ever get an upgrade in this game, but this is a great point to start that upgrade for him. So for me, with any of these kind of big upgrades for a silver or a bronze, I personally use them for any of your personal team. I think it's the best way to go with it. Again, you're going to have a lot of popular ones, so we will wait for the populars to come out because I think that will then hopefully give a little bit more of an insight with these rather than me just saying, go and use anybody from West Ham, anybody from the second league in the English division. I want to see the populace to see what everybody else is going with as well. So we'll wait for them and we'll kind of discuss after. So we've got the popular votes now. So by the looks of it, Klein, Torre is obviously there as well. Joan Jesus, who was, I think, on my first list actually, might have been the example one you can go with. And then obviously the Chelsea guy. We have also got this centre-back as well from Barca. Goes up with the 82 pace, 87 in the defending, 83 in the physical. Can just play centre-back as well. He is 6 foot. I don't know if there is anything about him, for instance, because why he's number 1 in the popular, but regardless, it could just be the voting at the moment. He just seems to be very, very high up. We then obviously have got Johnny Evans as well, a few of the other Prem boys, and some of the Barca and Real players that you can go with as well. Torre is going to be in both, but I believe... Oh, actually, I don't even know what team he is. I don't know what team we had him on, but he's got a team. He's not in one of them, basically. You have then got Holgate, got Klein again. There's going to be multiple evolutions you can put him in. We've got, is it Kraft or Kraft? I don't know how you pronounce it. And then as you go further down, that is personally when you'd probably just go with your team. If they've not really got anybody, to be fair for me, I do think the Chelsea guy could be the one to have a look at. I can imagine his price will most definitely go up from this, but he does look one of the better options that you can go with. So I think other than going for like a Klein or a Torre, I think he's going to have my vote for it. So let me know down below what you're going to go for. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.